Unlocking diabetes. 5. Common myths you need to forget now. Hello, our incredible community focused on health and clarity. In the world of diabetes information, especially for those just starting to understand the condition, it's very easy to encounter myths and half-truths that hinder more than they help. Today, with the wisdom of Dr. Anonymous, we're going to debunk 5 common misconceptions that might be sabotaging your journey towards control and well-being. Get ready to break some paradigms. Myth 1. Diabetes is always a progressive and relentless disease. One of the first things many people hear, which can sound like a sentence, is that diabetes is a disease that invariably worsens over time. Dr. Anonymous strongly contests this idea, especially when we talk about type 2 diabetes. He explains that with the right approaches, it's possible not only to halt progression, but even to see significant improvements in lab tests over time, resulting in a reduced need for medication. The key is to understand that diabetes isn't a sealed fate, but a condition that responds, and very well, to conscious lifestyle changes and well-guided treatment. Within this same myth, the notion that diabetes is purely genetic, an unavoidable inheritance, often fits. Although genetics can play a role in predisposition, Dr. Anonymous presents important data showing a significant increase in diabetes rates in populations around the world. This increase, too rapid to be explained by genetic factors alone, strongly suggests the influence of environmental factors, such as modern dietary habits and sedentary lifestyles. Therefore, even if there's a family history, it doesn't mean you're doomed to develop or have a diabetes that only gets worse. Your choices and actions carry enormous weight. Myth 2. Diabetes is just a complication of obesity. It's true that many people with type 2 diabetes are overweight, and obesity is indeed a significant risk factor. However, Dr. Anonymous warns against oversimplifying this relationship. It's not uncommon to find people with a normal weight or even thin individuals who develop diabetes. This happens because type 2 diabetes is fundamentally linked to insulin resistance and the body's ability to process glucose, and these mechanisms can be affected by various factors, not just excess body fat. Reducing diabetes to a mere complication of obesity ignores the complexity of the disease and can lead to judgment and incomplete treatment approaches. Myth 3. To treat diabetes, you need to become an elite athlete. The idea that managing diabetes requires strenuous exercise routines, hours at the gym, or expensive equipment is another myth that Dr. Anonymous is keen to dispel. Of course, physical activity is a fundamental pillar of treatment, but it doesn't need to be a burden or something unattainable. Simple and consistent lifestyle changes can be extremely effective. Things like increasing your daily step count, opting for stairs instead of the elevator, taking regular walks, or finding an enjoyable activity that gets your body moving already make a huge difference. The important thing is regularity and finding something that fits into your routine and that you can maintain in the long run. Don't be intimidated by the athlete image. Movement, in its various forms, is your ally. Myth 4. Salad is the essential and miraculous food for diabetics. Who hasn't heard that a person with diabetes has to eat salad? Dr. Anonymous brings a critical and very pertinent perspective to this popular belief. Although leafy greens and other salad components can be healthy and part of a balanced diet, the idea that salad, by itself, is the foundation of a diabetic diet or a magical solution is a mistake. Often, salads, especially simpler ones, don't offer the necessary satiety or complete nutritional density to be considered the main dish for someone who needs efficient glycemic control and real nutrition. It's necessary to think about complete meals, with good sources of protein, healthy fats, and quality carbohydrates in appropriate amounts for each case, where vegetables enter as an important component, but not as the only answer. Focusing solely on salad can lead to nutritional deficiencies and a constant feeling of hunger and dissatisfaction. Myth 5. To control diabetes, just eat in moderation. Moderation is a word that sounds good, But according to Dr. Anonymous, it can be a trap for many people with diabetes. The problem is that many individuals with diabetes, due to the hormonal and metabolic dysregulation caused by the disease itself, such as resistance to insulin and leptin, the satiety hormone, experience very intense hunger and have difficulty perceiving what moderation would actually entail. Asking someone who feels uncontrollable hunger to eat in moderation without a deeper understanding of what that means in terms of food types and quantities, and without addressing the causes of this excessive hunger, is ineffective. Dr. Anonymous emphasizes that instead of clinging to a vague concept of moderation, it's more productive for the person with diabetes to learn to test their own glucose tolerance in relation to different foods and amounts. Understanding how your body specifically reacts to what you eat is much more empowering and allows for personalized dietary adjustments that really work to keep blood sugar stable. This involves conscious choices, prioritizing foods that nourish and have a low glycemic impact, and not just trying to cut back a little on everything. Debunking these ideas is a fundamental step so you can take real control of your health. Knowledge liberates and allows you to navigate the world of diabetes with more confidence and assertiveness, making decisions based on facts and your own bodily experience, not on outdated or simplistic concepts. And it's to empower you with even more knowledge and effective strategies that we've created this space. We believe that quality information, presented clearly and directly, is the key to a positive and lasting transformation in your health. Did you feel like some myths were shattered after this explanation? Do you want to continue learning and empowering yourself to live better with diabetes? We have a special invitation that will help you even more on this journey. Subscribe to our channel right now. By joining our community, you'll have access to new videos, practical tips, and valuable information that is essential for anyone looking not just to control diabetes, but to thrive. If this content helped you see diabetes in a new light, don't skimp on the like. Your thumbs up shows us we're on the right track and gives us even more energy to continue creating materials that truly make a difference. Do you have any doubts about these myths? Are there any other beliefs about diabetes you'd like to see debunked? Or do you simply want to share your experience? Leave your comment below. We love reading and responding to you, and your participation makes our community even richer and stronger. And of course, if you thought of someone who urgently needs to hear this information and get rid of these myths, share this video. Spreading quality knowledge is an act of care and can transform many people's lives. Remember, the path to a healthy life with diabetes is paved with knowledge, conscious choices, and the breaking of old paradigms. You have the power to change your story. Count on us every step of the way. A big hug, and see you in the next video.